Hey guys, welcome to another fun and exciting I Might GT7 stream. This is the Nations Cup. I think it's round 2. Yeah, round 2. At Fuji. Group 4 cars, all one make, the Mazda 3 car. It's hard tyres only, basically. It's a dry track. 10 laps, but you have to pit. I had to tell myself this was probably race 4, no, probably race 5 or 6 of the day. You had to remind myself I needed to pit, starting from the back. I didn't realise it was a grid start, so no traction control. State number 1. And no traction control, no assists. And I put my brake balance to 5 at the back, so right at the back. So starting from the back, I decided, well, yeah, I have to pit. So if I feel like I'm getting held up, really the plan is I would pit on lap 1, get myself some breathing space. Although I may lose slip doing that, but if I'm getting held up, I'm probably better off to pit real early, and then I've got 20-second gap between me and the person in front, let's say, and I've got another 9 laps to start catching up as best I can. So this guy, Nismosaurus Rex, I had the impression that this guy was pretty good for some reason. I think maybe because he was A-rated, something that made me think he was a good driver. And he's starting at the back with me, and just gave me a little nudge there. But I thought, yeah, he's going to progress and make his way through. That was my thought. So a little bit taken back by, I've done a lot of practice during the week and I like Fuji, getting this track pretty well down pat. But this lap 1, again, just being held up. I'm in gears I wouldn't normally be in. Maybe I'm in second when I should be in third, and so forth. So I just didn't feel like it was the best start. So lap 1, dropping into the pits. Now this Nismo Rexaurus, he does something that I've noticed a few people are doing. They're actually changing tyres. So he entered the pits before me. And when we're done, you'll see I'm about 3.5 seconds ahead of him. I've never had a race where you actually have to change tyres, so it was just do not change and out. And you'll probably see now, so I'm in front of him now by about 3.5 seconds. And I think other people do that as well for some reason. Like some of them do it maybe by lap 5. And whether or not they believe that worn tyres invest a bit of time to change tyres to go faster, or they've been practicing with Group 1 races where you have to pit anyway, so you might as well change tyres because they've got more laps. So maybe they've been practicing with people who are changing tyres. Anyway, so starting 13th, I'm now in 12th, thanks to that guy. It's now the catch up as best I can. My plan worked. I've got heaps of clear track. 17-second gap between me and, I can't read his name at the moment, the guy in P11. So let's just do my best, try and hit the apexes, try and be smooth on the corners, not over revving like in second, so putting it up to third, hopefully. There. I think a lot of people over rev the second gear and just wear their tyres a bit. There's another guy who's a main character in the stream. He's in P2, Jono. I think I've raced against him before, but I'm just unfamiliar with this guy until today. So he'll be pitting a little bit later, obviously. Some people pit halfway through, so like maybe around lap 5, lap 6. Maybe the front runners pit on the end of lap 9. So not really making too much ground at the moment, I believe. The front runners, they're still 27 seconds ahead. And the guy in front of me, P11, he's still 17 seconds ahead. Brave one. I've got to get my glasses checked. I'm sitting in my chair and I can't read the names. So yeah, and just looking at the fastest laps, I mean during the week my fastest time was like a minute 46, so I'm looking at that minute 47.8 and thinking, well, I'm pretty sure I can beat that if I forget the tyres and just try and put in a really good effort. But maybe because of fuel, just struggled to get near it. I think I'm doing like a minute 48. Double checking my brake balance there. So still a bit of a gap between me and the leaders. Gone to 28 or 29, but I'm reeling in going P11, Brave one. And I would say that I'm relying on people to be battling and making mistakes, getting penalties. I'm just glad I've still got a nice clear track in front of me. Now I did mention before the Nismosaurus Rex. I thought it was a top runner. And he just, really progressed, and yet he really has backed off now. He's 7 seconds behind me, and I kind of then started to forget about him. Like trying to anticipate when is he going to catch me, when would I let him pass that. That's literally gone now. Let's just focus on the people in front. So people pitting now. And this is a bit of the test for me, is as long as they weren't too far forward, have I caught up enough to undercut them basically? Well, undercut, I'm not changing my tyres, just undercut them with all the clear track, I guess. So I've got past Jimmy, and then I've got J1600, who is, I think is that off. That's dead off second count. I get on well with this guy. But so I don't recall if they've changed their tyres or not, but I do start reeling him in. Careful on that. I don't want to cut that corner too much. That little hairpin. And just making sure I don't overshoot the corners. I really had to keep training myself during the week to just lift a little bit earlier than what I'm anticipating, so I don't overshoot the corners. think in general, when I was looking at the tyres of different people, I think my tyre wear was pretty good. Some people have really abused their tyres. So up to P9 at the moment. It's really progressing. So the guy in P7, brave one, he's yet to hit. So I think it's around this back end, probably is my strength, I guess, just making sure I'm measured on each corner, not overdoing it, being in the right gear to, you know, on the exit. Just sort of braking late here confidently. And then if I see a car out of shape, I'll try and sort of, yeah, take a different line and zig when they're zagging. So that was pretty good. I think he's realised I was behind him, catching pretty hard. Get the feeling he's kind of just got out of the way a little bit. So the guy in P7, brave one, I think that's 14 seconds. So Jono, here we go. He was in, I think he started P3, got up to P2. He's now pitting. He is another one who's changing his tyres. That's just costing him time. So he's come out with fresh tyres. In this slipstream. So in my mind, I had no idea people are changing tyres, and so in my mind we're all, you know, tyre-wise, we're all in the same boat. It's lap 7 now, so at the end of this lap, 3 laps to go. And P8. After getting past Will Filipponi or Smart Pony 2. So this Jono is the main character of this stream. His driving behaviour starts to get a bit strange. I'd like to know what you guys think on my driving approach and his. I just couldn't believe it, what I was experiencing with this guy. And I can only imagine at the end of a race, someone's thinking, well, I started third and you started way down the back, you're not passing me. Or maybe he's thinking, I haven't pitted yet, so, you know, if you're yet to pit, you're not going to pass me. It's pointless. So, I don't know if it's this lap or the last 2 laps. This guy, I get up near him and start to challenge him, and it's almost as though his attitude changes. Like he doesn't like to be overtaken. And again, watching the replay, I'll watch the whole race from his point of view, and his driving style didn't seem to be that bad. Now, he went a bit wide there, it slowed him up a bit, and he's gone into a bit of panic mode. So I thought, okay, this guy can make mistakes. And again, I'm thinking he's on tyres like mine. His tyres are pretty fresh. I think he's just pushing a bit too hard. So maybe it starts here where, you know, it's another one of these people who like to move around a bit. It's not too bad. So 2 laps remaining. This is the lap where I make my initial challenge, and I thought it was just a bit odd. Didn't think too much of it. Slowly pulling away from Jace 1600, so my focus is on this guy. So around here, again, he just goes a bit wide. I think this is it, this bit, yeah. So he's really slowed up now. He's going defensive, that's going to make him even slower. And then he takes a normal line of going on wide. I go on the inside and all of a sudden he's turning into me, and I'm like, what the hell? You can't just turn into people like that. So I'm now returning the favour of pretending like I'm going to go on the pits. I just don't want him to be on my slipstream. But I don't want, look at that little nudge there, like he's not happy. Yeah, I didn't want him to be right behind me here, so I'll pull off to the left and then slowly make my way around. So this is final lap now, and I get the feeling this guy just is not happy because I passed him on the inside. A bit slow around there. Trying to now drive partially defensive. Trying to keep on the inside and then swing out and then hold the inside again. I think I overcook it a bit here. Again, my focus is on the rear view mirror. Now he's got the hazards on, and honestly, I'm thinking, like, what the hell? I was tempted to punt. I was tempted to throw this race away and punt. But no. So he's zigging, I'm zagging. Zig. Zag, yep, that's good. Yeah, it's going out wide again. There we go, thank you. The door's open again, he's turning in. It's getting pretty rough now. It's getting childish. Like, how dare I try and pass him? I've left the door partially open, he's pushed me wide there, put me into a slide. I've got nowhere to go. This is where I thought, nah, that's it. Enough is enough. Right, home stretch. Same 8 cars, and he's flashing his lights now like a child. So pretty much knew I had this, just had to pray for no penalty. And then on top of that, we've got 3 guys who don't know you've got a pit. So 3 guys get 1 minute penalties, and I move up into 3rd. I just couldn't believe it. I was waiting for abuse from this Jono, but he stayed pretty quiet and then left. Up 10 places from 13 to 3rd. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Leave a like and a comment if you don't mind. Post your streams, I will watch them and make a comment. I do enjoy watching them. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.